Philadelphia Eagles have won Super Bowl 59. They have beaten the Kansas City Chiefs 40-22.
Mentally, Philly beat the living shit out of the Kansas City Chiefs, and as a therapist, I'm going to psychoanalyze exactly how they're able to do it, utilizing the mic'd up footage that the NFL released, as well as some mic'd up footage that Philly released. There's 3 key strategies. I'm going to break down every single one, the last one being the most fundamental, how they're able to dominate from a mental side of things. Let's dive on into it.
I have confidence in every single one of y'all boys. Let's ball out.
Confidence is ability to be able to impact the player's overall performance. The scientific research on it is fascinating, and the Eagles use this in 2 different ways. One on the player standpoint and one on a rather surprising standpoint, because they got a lot of hate overall this season. The first one is the players. As a leader, when you actually say and verbalize and feel that, hey, I have confidence in you to be able to do the ability that you can be able to do.
My confidence even grows even more, and I hope you guys are feeling the same thing.
Nothing but confidence, bro. Nothing but confidence.
What that does is it allows a player to be able to operate on a higher level. You have to understand how confidence works, because you might be thinking confidence is a mental aspect. How can that impact the actual physical overall performance? You have to understand that the mental and the physical are tied in. Your brain receives information and it tells its body through neural pathways, Meridian sheath, et cetera, on what to be able to do and how to be able to do it. If your mental processing is slowed down by even a millisecond, that will slow down your physical processing. If you see Patrick Mahomes throwing the football and mentally you're saying, hey, I analyze it, the ball's gonna be going right here, I need you to step to the right and jump right now.
Mahomes is back, he steps up, fires over the middle, and it's intercepted again!
That's gonna allow you to be able to make an interception. If your mind is slowed down by even a millisecond, you say, oh, I think the ball's coming right here, but I'm not sure, I think you should step to the right. Oh, no, here's the ball's coming. You just dropped that interception. That's how critical confidence is, and players can be able to impact it. So all these times that they're saying, hey, I believe in you, the night before, I believe in you, that impacts players' confidence, that they feel like they can do 2 things. One, they have the self-efficacy. They believe in their skill set to be able to make the plays that they need to be able to make. And secondly, it improves their overall confidence of their performance. They believe that they can actually go out and win the game. The second way that they use confidence is rather surprising. That one comes from,
Man, we can't be great without the greatness of others. We needed you. You're special, man. You are special. Thanks. Not the player. I don't even care about the player. You're a special leader, all right?
coaches. Coaches can impact their players' overall confidence when they teach their team to be able to have a mastery mindset. And a mastery mindset means that you're not focused on stats, you're not focused on how many times you fail. All you're focused on is be able to get better. And there's 3 ways that you can be able to impact the mastery mindset. And this is what is fascinating, because Nick Sirianni, check this out. 3 ways: hard work, improvement, and teamwork.
Tough, detailed, together. Tough, detailed, together, nothing changes.
That is spot on with the scientific research. Nick Sirianni's value system, whether he knew it or not, that is spot on. Through those 3 specific things, you impact the mastery mindset inside your team. So what happens then, your team then reacts as such. Your team then plays as such. They believe that they can be able to go ahead and achieve things. And because they have a mastery mindset, even when they fail, it doesn't necessarily impact them in a negative way. They're able to bounce back a lot faster. Key in the scientific research on the second aspect of the mental game that the Philadelphia Eagles were able to use to be able to dominate the Kansas City Chiefs.
Snap back to Hurts on 3rd and 10. Chiefs are blitzing. The pass is going to be intercepted by Brian Cook.
Keep playing. Keep playing.
We knew it was going to be a dogfight. We ready for that. We built for that. Come on.
We're going to get a stop, get the ball back.
Self-discipline and the scientific research behind failure. Because when they did fail, what happens is they accepted the failure, they acknowledged it, and then they used a strategy, whether they realize it or not, called cognitive reframing. They reframed that failure and they said, hey, this is a Super Bowl. We expect this to happen. Not everything's going to be perfect, but we welcome that. We embrace that. We're going to overcome that and move forward and get the ball back.
Protection breaks down. He stumbles, sacked.
Next play, next play.
They reframe that failure into something that they can be able to control and move as a next step. That allowed them to be able to stay locked in. Now, the deeper aspects of failure, and whether someone can handle failure or not, actually comes from the research on self-esteem. You have to have a high level of self-esteem to be able to handle failure. If you have a low self-esteem, what happens is you take that failure and you blame anybody else but yourself. You blame this person, you blame the ref.
I want to get into a game of criticizing officials.
Well, why not?
That's a phantom call.
Hey, chill. Chill. Stay right here. Who cares?
Keep
playing your game. That's a hell of a play right there.
You blame the weather, you blame the crowd, you blame whatever the case may be, and then you actually don't end up learning from that failure, continue to make the same mistakes. Now, when we dive even deeper, what makes someone have a high level of self-esteem? That has to do with being able to have, there's 3 different categories: social, academic, and physical.
So I just appreciate that. I love y'all. And we play our best ball when we're together.
And as I watch film throughout the whole week, these guys can't f with us.
So they will get f***ed up, and they're going to get f***ed up tomorrow.
The Philadelphia Eagles, whether they knew it or not, on a subconscious level, built high levels of self-esteem through their leadership because they focused on having social, academic, and physical high levels of self-esteem. And their leaders, the same way they were able to build confidence by saying it, when they talked about those aspects of things, they built confidence in their team to be able to have a high level of self-esteem. So when failure did happen, as a cohort, they overcame it. As a critical aspect that most people don't realize happens when it comes to team sports. Now, the third aspect and the most fundamental foundational way that they're able to absolutely destroy the Kansas City Chiefs on the mental level has to do with this.
We come to dominate, that's it. One play at a time. Let's just embrace the moment, man.
We right here. We right here.
Stay locked in. Stay locked in.
Keep flying.
The ability to be able to stay focused, that's what did it. Now, you have to understand the foundational levels of focus, because focus is about the ability to be able to stay inside the present moment. Again, it comes down to the mind and the body connection. If your mind moves slower, your body moves slower. So when focus has to do with things is if you are focused on the past, or if you're focused too much on the future, you're not focused enough on the present. Let's break it down to make it really simplistic. You're focused on 15% of your mental power in the past and 15% of your mental power in the future. You're only able to allocate 70% into the present moment, which means you can't process things as fast as you need to be able to process them. You process it slower, which means you move slower. Football is a game of inches. It's not a game of inches and physical inches, yes, but it comes from the mental side of things. When you're milliseconds slower, you then move a millisecond slower. It means then you're an inch behind. It's not that actual physical bit, it comes from the mental aspect of things. So here's how they are able to build focus.
Hey, one at a time, baby. It's on us. Let's lock in. One at a time.
Every time y'all make a play, just keep in mind everyone right here, right here, right here. To that clock strike 0, you feel me?
2 or 3 key strategies. One is self-talk, which you just heard all through that clip. Self-talk is a verbal reminder or mental reminder, and they were reminding each other to be able to, hey, stay inside the present moment. That happened, we're up 24-0, it doesn't matter, it's 0-0, stay inside the present moment. That allowed them to be able to focus on the very next play, to be able to make sure that the mental was actually processing at the highest rate that can be focused on, because they're not focused on the future aspect of things. The second way they're able to utilize it was through staying inside the present moment using physical strategies.
Deep breath. Breathing on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, right here, baby. Right here, baby.
Be the calming force in there.
Yep, I got you.
Be that man.
I got you.
Deep breaths. Deep breath.
Deep breathing. What deep breathing does is it actually slows down your heart rate. It levels out your blood pressure. Yes, when it comes to focus, you need to have some level of mental arousal, but if you're too high, then your brain's focusing on everything. What's happening here? What's happening there? What's happening there? You can't focus on the present. If you're too chill, then your brain is processing everything super slowly. So it doesn't have some level of heightened arousal, but their ability to be able to deep breathe, slow their body down physically, slow down their mental aspects physically. That's how that was able to be a key thing for them. Oh, and a bonus strategy that the Philadelphia Eagles utilize to be able to dominate the Kansas City Chiefs is the mental aspect of having values. When you have a strong value system, then everything that you're doing, every action that you're doing, every goal that you have is in line with your value system. That creates a strong need of motivation and makes you have an even stronger impact and stronger force. And the value system came from
poised, composed. His one intention is he wants to win.
I think it always comes down to what is your mission and why are you doing this? I'm doing it to win. This team approaches it just to do the same thing.
Jalen Hurts. His value of always being able to focus on winning. That actually connects back to self-discipline, because the definition of self-discipline is regardless of your emotions, what's going to help you achieve your overall goal, yes or no? And his overall goal, the value system, is to be able to win. Does your stats going to help you achieve it? Yeah, but if you focus on stats, no. If you focus on yourself, no. If you focus on this, no. What helps you win? focusing on the team, having confidence in the team, being able to handle failures as a team, being able to have self-discipline as a team, having focus in the correct moment, because people missed it when he says, yeah, I know. You missed it. 2 seconds before that, when Mailata's like, yeah, you did it, he said, hey, the game ain't over yet.
I love when they value you. They can't with you. It ain't over.
Everyone missed that point. That was about a value system of winning. The game's not over yet. You need to stay inside the present moment. So value system was a key little bonus strategy there. So that's how the Philadelphia Eagles dominated the Kansas City Chiefs from the mental side of things. Fascinating. Hope y'all learned something.